Okay, hello everyone. So next our topic is binomial array. So today we are going to discuss what is binomial array. So what is the concept? So previously we have discussed about the uniform linear arrays, in that broadside array, endfire array, and comparison of those two. And we have done some problems also. So actually in the previous video, so unfortunately the video has dropped the explanation of middle of this problem. So nothing is there. So in that problem we have to find the half power beamwidth. So this is the formula for that to find the half power beamwidth. So that is the case of endfire array. So how we are going to know that this is endfire array? Because here those have given that there is an phase shift of 90 degrees. So in endfire array only you will get the phase shift. Phase has going to vary. That's why we can conclude that that is endfire array. And here in this formula, so he doesn't given any value of m. What is the m means here? So here first null beamwidth we are going to find out. So in that first nulls, so by default you are going to take the value m is equal to 1. Okay. So that's why you have given the m value 1. So finally if you calculate this one, you will get this half power beamwidth. Okay. So next you have to find the solid angle. So what is the formula for solid angle? Nothing but beam area. So in terms of directivity, actual formula is directivity in terms of beam area. You know that in first unit on itself we have discussed about this one. D is equal to 4 pi by omega. From this one, omega is equal to 4 pi by d. So we are going to get the d value, that is directivity. So we have to find that. So directivity for endfire array, we have the formula 4 into L by lambda. We know the L and lambda. So we know the L value, that is 9 lambda by 2. Previously we find that. So just check it once. So from this one you got the d value. Finally if you substitute that one here, 4 pi by 18, you got this value. Okay. So that is about the previous video. So which is discontinued there. So next come to today's topic, that is binomial array. So in this binomial array, so what is the concept here? So previously we discussed about the broadside array and endfire array. Okay. So and principle of pattern multiplication. So in these arrays, so the principle of pattern multiplication you should understand. So that will be carried. So we are going to use again and again that principle. Okay. So in this binomial array, what is the main concept means? So this is an array with non-uniform amplitude, and the amplitudes are arranged so that the radiation pattern has no minor lobes. Okay. So previously if you observe, so in any pattern we are getting these patterns like this. So according to that we are getting these minor lobes also, number of minor lobes. So these are called minor lobes. Okay. So to avoid these minor lobes, so the binomial introduced this concept, that is binomial array. Okay. So here what are the amplitude means? Those amplitudes are non-uniform, because amplitudes are not uniform, means not same at any source. Those are non-uniform because those are different amplitudes we are going to arrange. So because of arranging, the amplitudes are arranged so that the radiation pattern has no minor lobes. Because of arranging the amplitudes likewise, so we can reduce these minor lobes. That is the main concept. What is that concept? To reduce the minor lobes. For reducing minor lobes, what we are doing? We are doing the non-uniform amplitudes, or we are arranging. Previously we have uniform amplitudes. For number of point sources we have same amplitude. For example, if we take A. Okay. So now we are taking A, either 2A, 3A, like that. We are taking different types of amplitudes. So that is the concept here. Okay. We are arranging the amplitudes so that we can reduce the minor lobes. Okay. So that is the concept. I think you understood. So go further. So here I have taken the example 4 point sources 1, 2, 3, 4, which are separated by a distance of lambda by 2. Again I am taking the concept of pattern multiplication. 1, 2 are taking as 1 point source, that is x, and 3, 4 are taking as 1 point source, that is y. So these two are separated by a distance of lambda. So if you coming to the pattern multiplication, how we are going to get the pattern multiplication? So the individual pattern of x or y is multiplied with the group pattern of xy. That is the principle. Already we discussed it in the previous classes. So individual pattern of x or y is multiplied with the group pattern of x and y. That is the concept. Okay. So pattern of x means we have to get pattern of x means this pattern 1, 2, which is separated by lambda by 2 distance. So what is the pattern means? So there is null set 0 and 180 degrees. This is the pattern of x. Okay. So what is the group pattern of x and y. What is the group pattern of x and y means? So this is the group pattern. So at 60 and 120 degrees we will get the nulls. Okay, now you have to multiply this pattern and this pattern, you will get the resultant pattern. Okay, so by doing binomial concept, by applying this one, how we are going to reduce the nulls, now we will see. Okay, if you multiply, okay, here is only, if you multiply this one and with this one, you will get the resultant pattern like this. Maxima into maxima, you will get the maxima, and this maxima into here we have minimas, you will get the nulls. So these are the nulls, that is nothing but minor lobes. Okay, so now we have to reduce these minor lobes by applying the binomial concept. So how we are going to reduce those one? Let's see further. Okay, here we have, so same 4-point source arrangement is here, just we arranged the amplitudes. Here I am taking same 4-point sources 1, 2, just I rearranged this point here 3 and 4, just we have arranged these points 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you take the combination of these 4 elements, 1, 2 as 1 point source at the midway, that is here, that is x, and 3, 4 as 1 point source, that is at the midway this way. Okay, again the distance separated by these two means lambda by 4. Here this distance is lambda by 4, this distance is lambda by 4. Again you get the separation by lambda by 2 only. So if you apply the again principle of pattern multiplication, how we are going to get the resultant pattern? So the individual pattern of x or y and group pattern of xy. Okay, so individual pattern means xy, x pattern means which is the separation of 1, 2, that is lambda by 2, means this is the unit pattern. Again multiplied with group pattern means x and y. So x and y also separated by distance of lambda by 2, means again we will have the same pattern here. Okay, so if you multiply these two maxima into maxima, again we will get the maxima only. So we don't have any minor lobes here, we don't have any minor lobes, no minor lobes. Okay, so same the concept we have applied, same 1, 2, 3, 4 points only we have here, but the change is just we rearranged these amplitudes. Just we this point is not in continuation, just we rearranged these points, then you reduced the minor lobes. That is the binomial concept we have. So for that, if you take the magnitudes, how the current is distributed in non-uniformly means, so here 1 means the first I have applied the current of I, and next at 2 we have applied at this point the current is combination of these 2, 0.2 and 0.3, means 2I is there. Okay, so these 2 points combinedly forms the 1 point only, that is the magnitude 2I. Here we applied the I, here I, and here the current I, these two combinedly forms the 2I current, and at this point we have the current I, and every point is separated by distance of lambda by 2. So for this one, what is the electric field means? Cos square of pi by 2 cos phi. We will discuss how this is came. Okay, so further example, if you take another 8-point sources, again we have to rearrange 1, 2, 3, 4 arrangements. So I at the same time, so this is for, so this arrangement I, 2I and I, this is for what? 4-point sources. For again 4-point sources, we get again this arrangement only, but we have to arrange like this, again this arrangement for another 4-point sources I, 2I and I. So we are going to arrange these points not continuously, just we rearranged here. So by arranging like this, we are going to reduce the points. Okay, minor lobes, we are going to reduce the minor lobes. Okay, so if you combine this one, what we get? I, these two combinedly forms 3I, these two combinedly forms 3I, and again I. So what is the electric field? Cos cube of pi by 2 cos phi. So in general electric field, how we are going to get this means, the general formula is cos of n minus 1 into cos power n minus 1 into pi by 2 cos phi, where n is equal to number of elements. Here number of elements are 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you apply here 4 minus 1 cos cube. Here number of elements 1, 2, 3. Cos power n minus 1 means 3 minus 1 means cos square. So that is the general case here. Okay, so how we are going to get this arrangement means, so the binomial derived that, so by using the Pascal triangle. All of you aware of this Pascal triangles. So this is the arrangement of Pascal triangles 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1 and 1 3 3 1 1 4 6 4. This is the arrangement of Pascal triangle. So the first case is for one element, so the second one is two elements, third one is three elements, fourth one is four elements, next the fifth one is fifth element. So number of elements, we will get the magnitudes like this. For first one, this one. So if you observe 1 2i I 2i I, next I 3i 3i I, we got this one I 3i 3i 3i. For next case you get I 4i 6i 4i and I, like that you will continue. That is the concept of binomial array. For number of elements arrangement if you do the resultant pattern multiplication, you reduce the minor lobes. We reduce the minor lobes, we will get the only major lobe content. Okay, because of reducing minor lobes, so we can reduce the power also and we can increase the directivity also. So that is the main advantage of Pascal's triangle. Okay, so that is the concept. I think you understood. So if you have any doubts, comment and text me. Thank you.